What's up, Coalition? KK back here with some more Phoenix-Wright Ace Attorney. Hey, I was going to record this on Thursday, but changed my mind. If you're wondering why I didn't actually record it all episodes over the weekend, it's because I kind of screwed up the schedule when I first started this series in Pokemon Emerald, so it'll get back on track this weekend. Yeah, so anyway, let's continue on. We're doing the trial part of case 2, Turnabout Sisters. Yes. Now this trial has, I guess, let's just say this turnabout has 2 investigation days and 2 trial days, so yeah. Oh, I did it from the save point. Whatever. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, didn't start in the lobby this time. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or you'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. You may call your first witness. Wait, that said Edgeworth said you may call... I think I meant the judge. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Well, I said that weirdly. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicide down at the precinct, sir. Ooh. Him a homicide detective? Odd. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. God, too many sirs, man. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. I called it a statue in the last episode. Idiot me. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix-Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Yeah, sure. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? If my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press a witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. There we go. As soon as the phone call, I rushed into the scene. Now, There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix-Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw me at the very moment of the murder. I can't see a single contradiction in there. I just have to take Maya's advice and press on anything suspicious. Yes. Oh, we don't need to press him. Let's just press him for whatever. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were two people there already. Don't need to press them on that. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix-Wright. No, we don't need to press that. Hold it! Why is that? What's your reason? No. Why? We had a witness account describing it. No. Hold on just one second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. No duh. Yes! Gah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Whoops, hit the microphone. Yeah, boy. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. No. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. The judge always says, after every testimony. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Yeah, Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Whew, alright. Let's see if I remember here. After securing this, I examined the scene of the crime. Don't need to press them. Nope. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Hold it! According to this, death was instantaneous. Oh, let this be right. Yes! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. Now, she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? Well, I said that weird. Well, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? That's a weird shake of the head there. You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Well, when? The day of the murder? It was the day after the murder, wasn't it? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? I don't think it matters what you got. An autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Well, what? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Yeah, you smug little bastard. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Exactly. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. At this point in the game, you really hate him. You really do hate him. The game goes on, you start to like this guy. You'll see. Something you want to say? I don't think it matters what you choose here. I'm a sham. No. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion. Yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Yeah, right. Exactly, dude. Was she supposed to be like Hello Kitty or something with all that pink in the kitty paws? I don't know. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Winking. It's a hard word to say, actually. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the fan company law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her! Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. I just want to go there and punch her in the face, seriously. Well, Your Honor? Wow, I said that weird. I see is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought that witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? All these poop jokes, oh my god. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Damn right I will. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? I just pressed on everything for the hell of it. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Ooh. Mr. Wright, I want to have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. The poor girl. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, ooh, I saw a woman being attacked. The one with long hair. That was Mia Fey? Slender, sort of, well... Some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing. And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defense room. Hold it! How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. Well, what? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. No, you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Erp. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody, please, tell me, please. Yeah. Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, gotcha. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Exactly. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Ugh. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything, I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. I already see the problem here. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. Not really accurate. Not at all. It's bogus still. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I see the problem here. The victim dodges the first attack. Press around that just for the heck of it. Is that right and you're right as you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right! It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Well, I guess I didn't do anything. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. Hold it. I think I have to present that, but I'm gonna press her just to make sure. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm on to something now. Yep, present the clock. Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? Oh god, the sexual innuendos in this. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Oop! Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was the clock? Ooh, erp! The witness saw the murder with their own eyes. That's important here. No, it's not. The event is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. No, I won't. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law office of the fan company? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room. Hee. Well, offices of fan company where the murder took place are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Nope. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Remember the phone call, which we'll get to here in a minute. How could you possibly? Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. And my voice acting is quite shoddy. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Disc. I know where he gets that from. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes, I can. Ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. Well, what? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... on the phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo! You have a girly phone. Well, wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? A good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation. I'm not gonna read this again. Uh-huh. Huh? That's not working. That's not working. September 5th, 9/27. Your Honor? I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was it again? I go to so many. Whoops, I forgot. It wasn't in a store ever. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yeah, I just said so. The witness claims she had seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Duh, made like Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. Well, what? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Ah, Phoenix, no. That's a bad joke. Oof. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today? Ooh, 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 ooh. Her heart turns upside down. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, so silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did, teehee. She's so scary, yeah. Miss May, let me ask, tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... when you didn't hold it, you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. Wiretap, remember? There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Have a look at this. Ah! Ooh! That! I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Ooh, ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubled me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. If that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Yelling back and forth. Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... well, the phone itself. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Why is that a question? Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Wah! That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. She didn't... I know she's not the killer, though. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Is it tippity-tappity or irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgar wanted her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. It doesn't matter which one you choose, I think, on that one. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, you have an explanation for the court. Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. You're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can, and will. I lowered her voice. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Blech. I said that too. Phoenix's reaction. Over the top reaction. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, you're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Well, why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, If you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, and you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. I never accused her of killing. Aye. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. I think he set the trap for us here. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Alright. I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Ha, I knew it. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls a hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. That picture, though. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Sorry about sniffling and stuff. I got a lot of sinus issues. I am the head bellboy at the gate in business for... Don't care about that. I believe I received after 8 notes. Press him on that. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And I saw them, and I... Ahem. Point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? Oh, he said them! She asked for iced coffee. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought, then. Oh, bellboy, tee. I'd like iced coffee exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Gee, I don't know. Alright. I had to find something to use in this testimony. One more time. I'll press him until he spills the beans. Or his tea. Alright, let's get to that last one. Oh, you were sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Look how red he is. Well, why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Give up. Never give up. Well, wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Huh? Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have very little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Ah, oh, or rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? Of course he would object. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof! You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? Now you're parroting Miss April May. I'd have called her Miss. After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof! How many times have you said that? Jeez! Upstart amateur! These accusations are ludicrous. I think he's gritting his teeth there. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Whew, finally. September 7th, 2:27 p.m. District Court. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan! Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no. I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she learned her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I want to find out more about this man. You think he was one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all, now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. Whew, boy! Ugh. We still got 3 cases left. Oh god, they're the longest of the game. And the 5th extra case is the longest of them all. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to cut these in half starting on the 3rd case. Maybe 30-minute videos. Like cutting the investigation in half and the court case in half. And yeah, so maybe end up like 2 episodes for the investigation, 2 episodes for the court case. I mean, they get really, really long. Over an hour long sometimes, so probably what I have to do. And yeah, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see my coalition next time. KK out.